AMD is out with its latest and fastest chip, and our labs gave it a little bit of a run against the fastest Intel chip. Who won, you'd like to know? Well, for the answer, we turn to Robert Heron for this first look.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning to you. And we were talking a little bit in the break there. You were surprised by AMD's latest offering here.
Well, their Athlon XP processors have been really fast in terms of content creation performance and business application benchmarking. We've tested against Intel's previous chips, namely the 2 GHz chip, they're top of the line. And up till now, the AMD chips have done really well. The one place they haven't performed really well was OpenGL benchmarking, namely gaming applications like Quake 3. Until then, or until now, Intel has had a good lead in terms of performance as far as multimedia applications like gaming. But now with the release of the 1900 processor, actually the Athlon XP 1900 Plus, AMD is in the thick of it. And actually with every performance benchmark we've looked at so far and everything all the testing we've done, it comes out on top in everything.
Dethroning Intel.
It's pretty impressive, I'd say.
And you were saying that we were sort of talking about this in the break, and I said, okay, we have another chip. What's so exciting about this one? And you said, hey, you know, this one dethroned Intel. And that is pretty big news because forever Intel is known as the chip giant. We refer to it as that all the time.
They are.
What put AMD ahead here?
I think it's a combination of better quality motherboards. The motherboard is really the playground for all the parts, no matter what computer system you're using, be it Intel or IBM based. The motherboard is where all the communication takes place between the different components, be it the CPU, the video card, the memory, things like that. AMD has taken leaps and bounds in terms of upping the quality and performance of their motherboard technologies and making sure that comes across. Here we look at some content creation scores, and as you can see, the AMD chip at 1.6 gigahertz, their 1900 plus part, is beating the Intel part by a nice percentage. A little over 30% there. In this case, we have over 45% jump when we have compared on business applications like Excel spreadsheets and Word documents and other creation like that. In terms of overall 3D graphics performance, we're looking at a relative tie. This is statistically insignificant, but it brings AMD up to Intel's level in terms of 3D graphics performance, which is what was lagging up till this point. So for the money, which is the big issue here in terms of cost.
This is the clear winner.
Yes, AMD is offering a processor for about $130 less that offers better performance than anything Intel can currently offer, which is very nice.
Not too shabby. All right, give us the good old pros and cons, Robert.
Oh, pros and cons, you're looking at a very nice performance situation here. In terms of productivity applications, if you run traditional applications, you're looking at the fastest chip available for that. On the downside, motherboard issues. The latest generation of motherboards that are out for AMD processors are very good. Comparatively, when we tried to drop the newest processor into the motherboard that we had our 1800 processor in, it wasn't compatible with that. So we had to go to a whole brand new motherboard just to make the small upgrade.
So you're going to need to have that new motherboard to incorporate the new chip.
And the new motherboard actually improved performance with older chips as well, which was important.
Good to know.